What's up guys, just checking back in for episode 3 of the Road to Comp series. So in this series I thought I'd show you a bit about my diet and what I'll be consuming over the next 13 weeks to lead me up for comp. So first off, I'll start with my carb sources. So I'll have white potatoes, about probably 2 of those a day. I'll also have rolled oats, about 75 to 100 grams per day, depending on whether I train twice a day or just once. So if I train twice, I'll have a higher amount, but if I train once a day, I'll lower the intake down for that, so I don't waste too many carbs on nothing. So also another carb source, pasta. Can't go wrong with pasta. It's a nice filling source of carbs. You can put into your put with some mince or some any other fillers, any other meat sauce, and you should be good to go. Another one, which is a bit of a treat, but it's still in my diet at the moment, but I'll get rid of it closer to comp, is cereal. So this is just Uncle Toby's cereal, the healthiest cereal you could find at any Coles or Woolworths in Australia. So I have about 60 grams of that a day, which is not much, but I prefer to get my carb source from other products which are healthier and a better option for you. So next up, I'm going to do some my protein sources. So we'll start with the original. So we got just chicken breast fillets. So I usually have about 8 ounces a day of that. So I'll put that on some bread for some sandwiches to get some extra carbs in as well. Otherwise I'll put them with a bit of rice or even have them by himself if I don't train twice a day. So we have that. And next, this one's a bit of a carb low. This one's a bit of a low carb, high fat, higher protein type of food. So we have just your normal free range eggs from Coles. So they're a new introduction to the diet, but I've been seeing some good results from them. So you can have a few of them and get high fat in, which is more of a keto style diet, but limited carbs, which is what you want when you're dieting down. So keeps you full and still have food to eat. Next up is some 90-10 beef mince, so the leaner version. There's also the 96-4 beef, but at the moment I still want my fats pretty high, so right now I'm sticking with that. But like with most of my foods, I'll be starting to use the healthier version closer to comp after I come back from a cruise. So 8 weeks out, I'll start using the 96-4 beef mince. So I'll show you guys that when it comes. So I've already run over a few protein and fat sources which I use. So another fat source that I use is peanut butter. So I like to use that on an English muffin or toast of a morning. So I find that it's light on the stomach but full enough to keep you going throughout the morning for a couple of hours before you have a good amount of carbs and protein into you. So we have that, and then we'll move on to our fruit and vegetables. So we have just the usual green apples from Granny Smith, some bananas, and then I'll also like to have some grapes or watermelon. So for fruit, I'll have 3 serves a day. So I'll have 1 of a morning to fill me up, 1 before I train, just a bit of energy, and 1 after I train to replenish all the sugars that I've lost in my body over the sweat and the session. So that's the way with fruit at the moment. And then for vegetables, I'll have some potatoes, peas, corn, carrot, capsicum, whatever we really have at the day, but as long as I get a couple serves of that in, that'll be good. So I think that's my whole diet covered at the moment. So most days I try to keep pretty similar, but obviously the dinners will vary. So I'll usually have, like I said, vegetables of a night time, a couple serves, 3 serves of that with a meat sauce like pork chops, lamb chops, chicken, whatever you name it. I try to stick for the healthier options, but when we go into closer to the comp 8 weeks out, it'll be pretty much steak and vegetables, and then we'll do the lean mince with a bit of pasta, low carb, high fat, high protein. Just keep it simple. Just don't want to waste calories on foods that don't fill me up, so I'll be aiming for the minces, the steaks, the chickens, just food that can give me the feeling of satisfaction without making me feel bloated or wasting calories when they're already low. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know in the comments if there's anything I missed, anything you want to know about my diet, training, whatever. I'll answer them, and we might even do a Q&A in this later in this video if you guys answer a few questions, ask a few questions, and I'll sit down and answer it for you guys and hopefully be able to help you on your fitness journey. So I thought while the lighting's good, I might do a bit of a physique update for you guys. I ate maybe an hour ago, and just trained, so I have a bit of a pump, but this will give you a bit of an update how I'm looking 11 weeks out, so I'll show you guys that. So as you can see, I'm still holding a bit of fat around my abdominals, but other than that, I'm still looking full. My waist is getting a little bit tighter, so I've been practicing vacuums like a couple times a week for a couple of sets, and that's really helped keep my shape around my waist, because genetically my waist is a little bit bigger, so I've really got to focus on widening up my shoulders, widening up my lats, just to make that illusion as significant as possible, because when you're on stage, that's what the judges are looking for. So especially in physique, they're looking for the V taper, so from the waist up until the shoulders, nice and broad, tight around the waist. So that's the goal at the moment with training. So what I'm doing is so I'll do 2 sessions a week, and they will be shoulders and back together, more of like a, I guess, widening up but also keeping that thickness in. So that's how our training's looking. That's the main goal for this prep, and then so we'll step on stage and hopefully the hard work's paid off.